Time to fill out that mission report. I really hope the Inquisitor doesn't just show up at my room saying, "Hey, you didn't come to see me. What are you doing? Why didn't you come by my office immediately?"
Need something?
And I'll just say, well, I figured that, I just got the Mysterium Xarxes, so I'm doing a lot for the family, frankly. You know how much trouble I went through to get the Mysterium Xarxes for you? I had to open the console. I had to use console commands. And the Inquisitor just stands there going, what are console commands? What even are you talking about? Mission Report 3. I'm gonna apologize for killing those agents. Bad news, Mythic Dawn has obtained the last copy of Xarxes. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there only one Mysterium Xarxes? There's multiple commentaries. Because the commentaries are just written by people, but the Xarxes itself is the Daedric artifact. Maybe artifact's not the right word, but it's a Daedric item. It's not just like a regular book. Either way, we're off to see the Inquisitor. I have to start making some excuses. I have to start having, well, it's time to put those persuasion skills to test. I'm just gonna throw Helanu under the bus. Someone mentioned it in the comments for a previous video. I thought this was the case, but I wasn't entirely sure. Helanu is voiced by the same actress who voices Rigmor in the Bruma and Rigmor of Cyrodiil mods, which, yeah, I thought it was her. It really sounded like her, but I wasn't entirely sure. Once again, I know I've said it so many times at this point, but I like hearing recurring voice actors in Skyrim mods. If anything, given how there's recurring voice actors for characters in the base game,
need something?
Having recurring voice actors for mods almost feels like it fits in well. Say you have like 5 or 10 different quest mods and they have a couple shared voice actors. It's like, oh, okay, this actually matches kind of what happens in the vanilla game, at least a little bit then. I'm sorry, I'm going to be lost here for a little bit because I step away from the mod for a few days at a time in between recording sessions. I come back to it and I go, I don't know where the hell I am going because this whole place is a maze and, ooh, alright. I'll see you when we get there. I'll see you when we see you.
And what might you need?
Hey, Helanu.
What is it?
Okay.
See
Oh,
you
I
soon.
did install a mod from, the Nexus that's supposed to fix the dark face
Need something?
bugs, and it definitely seems to work.
What do you need?
It definitely looks like it worked,
What
so
now?
Shout out to the person in one of the comments from the previous videos who mentioned that the face discoloration fix. And the reason that I thought there weren't any good mods to fix that are because the last time I checked there weren't. This is a more recent mod. This came out just around the time of anniversary, so at long last someone made a mod that really tackled it, that really fixes it. So kudos to them. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description as I continue to get lost in this bumfuck of a base.
Oranias, calm down. Clarify something for me. Because what you just said doesn't make sense.
What do you mean it makes no
Oh,
sense?
God.
I was
Oh, my
cutting
ears.
vegetables all day yesterday.
Oh, my ears.
Moments ago, you said you were at Fedave's office, early in the morning yesterday.
Oh, come on now. Do I really have to spoon feed you with every detail?
Indeed, you should. But for now, I'll get back to you after I talk to Fedave.
I should note that I did also enable the voice boost SKSC plugin, which means I'm just gonna bump down character volume slightly, because now the chef was blowing out my ears yelling about vegetables. Inquisitor, hi, how are you?
What is it?
Vaden has told me to report for Inquisition. Oh, what can you tell me about the 2 murdered logistics?
I believe it happened 2 days before you showed up. 2 logistics were ordered to clean the fuel depository.
Uh-huh.
The task may have been too much for 2 individuals to complete within a day, so they must have worked overnight. And the following morning, both were found dead in the center of the fuel depository.
How's the Inquisition going? You know, whatever.
I'm making progress. Sooner or later, I'll be able to point out who the mole is.
I like how casual we are right now. Tell me about yourself. Want to get dinner sometime?
I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this. Now, excuse me.
No, we're not done here. I gotta provide my alibi. Vaden has told me to report for Inquisition.
Ah, good. Just in time. I was going over your profile. Wanted to ask a question or two.
Okay.
So, when you came in here for the first time, you were escorting Psalms. It's impressive work.
Thank you.
Yet, something doesn't make sense. Explain to me, how did you end up in the same cell with Psalms, when the fanatics of Stendar captured you?
Why are you asking me? I didn't ask them to be put in a cell with Psalms. Lord Dagon must have led me into there. Although the cells were completely filled, I guess they had no choice. No, they weren't, so don't say that, because Psalms can refute that. Why are you asking me? I didn't ask to be put in the same cell with Psalms. That's a tongue twister.
What were you doing just before they captured you?
Black magic. I was around the Shrine of Boethia, somewhere near north of Windhelm. As a drifter, they appeared out of nowhere and captured me. I don't quite remember, I guess I was too drunk. No, that's my cover. Captain near Windhelm, and I pray to Lady Boethia.
Really? For someone who was captured by a bunch of fanatics, you proved yourself to be quite a talented combatant.
Numbers are no match, I guess. It's my survival instincts troubles enhance my abilities. Usually good fight. When they captured me, I was intoxicated. You flatter me, sir. I was just being lucky. I'm not talented at combat at all. You got it all wrong. He's like, you just got the Mysterium Xarxes? I was intoxicated.
Alright. Last question. Someone's reported that you were loitering around Urzab's room the day she died. What were you doing?
I always wanted to learn smithing. That's all.
Okay. That'll be all. If I need more information, I'll send someone to get you. Now you may leave.
See, keep it simple. Don't get too into it. You don't want to provide any details that someone else can refute. Keep it simple. Keep it closer to the truth when possible. In this case, also know your cover story, which mine's pretty straightforward.
Out with it.
Windhelm, Warlock, pray to Boethia, easy peasy. But don't involve other people in your life, because they can
Yes?
very easily just say, no, they didn't have those orders from me. I still say we should find a way to throw Halanu under the bus, but that's just me. Hopefully me having killed those... they weren't even vigilant, they were agents, so I just might... Hopefully killing them helps to sell my cover story for now. I still say the most suspicious thing is just the fact that I leave so often without having any orders to go anywhere or do anything. It's like, why does the new logistic always leave and go straight to Rorikstead and then come back from Rorikstead and then go back to Rorikstead after a few days? It'd be very easy to prove that I'm up to no good. I feel all they need is someone to just even lightly shadow me, lightly stalk me. Even just like a part-time stalker could figure it out. Even just a part-time stalker would absolutely figure out that I'm up to no good. That's right, not spy, stalker. Not even the right term, but I'm going with it.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Really should have chosen a separate location from where their merchant is. Just saying. And mission report number 3. Leave Rorikstead and come back in a couple of days.
By the gods.
Oh no. Well, I really hope Madato keeps his mouth shut, because none of them know that I'm the Dragonborn. If anything, I feel like them knowing I'm Dragonborn would immediately kind of shut this whole operation down. Because Dragonborn is chosen by Akatosh, and you know who really thwarted the Mythic Dawn's plans last time? A little guy named Akatosh. Martin, Septim, and Akatosh, but still. As long as Madato stays in the inn, we're gonna be fine. As long as he doesn't see, everything will be okay. I was about to say, am I not gonna absorb the Dragon Soul? Because then that would really help my cover if I just couldn't. If I could just turn it off for a second. It's like, no. I'm gonna skip this soul. It's like a diet. Wouldn't that be very convenient right about now? Leave Rorikstead, come back in a couple days. And we still have Paradise Lost. Camoran's staff, or find the replica of Mehrunes' razor. We're not supposed to be able to find the staff yet. Apparently that comes up later. I did download the PDF guide for the mod when I was running into issues with the one quest, when I was running into issues with Mysterious Xarxes, because that has... It doesn't have all the quest stages listed in that PDF, but it does have the quest name that you would have to input for the console commands. So having that just as a reference is really nice. I'm not looking up
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
all the guides or anything, but just having that and knowing that I'm not able to get the staff yet, that I didn't miss something is nice. They're not hostile to me? Okay, one of them's hostile.
This.
Wait, who was that? Oh, that was a... Okay. That was a Dawnguard they were,
Oh, I can smell.
fighting. I guess once again for my cover it makes sense that I wouldn't, assist the Dawnguard, but... Man, I'm just gonna let all my friends die. I'm going to let everyone I know die, just to sell my cover story. Alright, there we go. Been a few days, we're ready for our next assignment. I'm someone that I've always enjoyed games and mods where you get to go undercover, where you have a little bit of a spy thing going on.
Come on in.
It was my favorite part of
and warm beds.
Fallout 4's main story for sure. For me, it was easily the best part of it. 1,000 gold in mission number 4. Sir Knight, lately our secret cache has been looted. I suspect it's been done by the Mythic Dawn spy inside the Order. With your report, I'm getting clues what the Mythic Dawn is up to. The cache site used to contain a Daedric artifact known as Goldbrand. With Xarxes and a Daedric artifact, they can summon a portal to the Paradise which binds to the Realm of Oblivion. Only thing that may cause delay is if the Mythic Dawn fails to translate the Xarxes correctly. Many years ago, Delamus and his brothers recruited an archaeologist who can translate ancient text into our language. I believe his name was Cosius Entius. Unless you find ways to steal the Xarxes or Goldbrand, I suggest you go find Cosius inside the Mythic Dawn hideout, and eliminate him immediately. Also gather information regarding spy inside of our order and provide the report as soon as possible. N. Do I get that as an option then? Do I get to choose which one I'd want to do? I guess let's see. Oh, I also have... Okay, so I have 2 quests for this. An eye within an eye asks Psalms about Little Bird. Kill Cosius, locate Cosius Entius the archaeologist. let's start with the spy. I was recently reading an old interview with Todd Howard about Oblivion. This was around the time that Shivering Isles was about to release, so I guess he was just kind of doing the press tour thing. And I read something interesting, something that I didn't know before, because in the interview someone had asked, or the interviewer had asked Todd, oh, well now the gates of Oblivion are closed forever, there can never be another invasion, right? To which Todd Howard even said, as of right now, yes, but you never know. Things aren't always permanent. And I'm someone that I realized that in the past I've probably been very, maybe even like vocally annoying about the fact that there are so many mods that
Need something?
challenge that idea of like, oh, we can reopen a Daedric portal. And I've always been like, no, the whole point of Oblivion is that you can't do that anymore. And now that I've read that Todd Howard interview, I'm like, okay, now I can shut up about my nonsense. I think it's something that's maybe overdone in mods sometimes. I think there's maybe too many mods that say, well, look, we did it, we managed to do it. But no, it's not necessarily impossible. Which that then brought up the question of like, oh, if the gates are sealed, then how is the Shivering Isles expansion possible? To which it's the age-old thing of, oh, it's not an invasion, it's an invitation. It's not that Sheogorath is trying to physically invade Tamriel and send armies to Tamriel, it's that he's inviting people into his realm, which is welcome. So there's already loopholes within that as well. Psalms, may I ask you about the, little bird?
What? Who told you that? Why would you ask me such a thing?
You did. You mentioned it. We walked in here for the first time. I was just curious.
Look, I appreciate that you got me out of jail, but please keep in mind that I cannot provide you with information without the authority. Please, do not mention that name again.
Oh, you're scared. I'm sorry, I used to have a friend named Little Bird.
It's not even his real name. It's just a code name for our communication.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uncle Vaden has a very strict policy. No one digs out any information, either in person or from his secret stash in the office.
You idiot.
With Stendar's moles running inside our cave, nobody is allowed to read the secret notes except the Inquisitor.
Okay. You moron. Oh, no one's allowed to know about the secret stash, which has all the information. Oh, yeah, no, of course not. That'd be stupid. No one could ever know about that stash that's sitting right there. Kind of plain as day, frankly. Little Bird number 74. I don't want to take it, though. I want to read it, but if I take it with me, that'd be bad. What you asked me to do was not easy, because Nerdius keeps most of his secret notes in a separate room where I do not have access. It took me 3 months, but I was finally able to crack the door. From what I've gathered, there is a mole in the Mythic Dawn hideout, but there never was one until very recent. I haven't looked through all the notes, but it does seem like the death of 2 logistics seems like it was just an accident. The problem is the quest wants me to take it, but logically speaking, you wouldn't want to take it. You would want to leave it in there, because then what if Vaden notices that it's gone? Hold on, wait, what? Oh, that was, Oh. I thought I was getting it from Vaden's stash. I'm sorry, that's the Inquisitor's stash. I'm sorry, you guys all look the same when you're wearing those robes. Almost like cultists or something. Crazy, right? Well, you're not wearing robes, so that's different. It is always funny to me how having just a high sneak skill just trivializes so much of this. He literally watched me walk into the room. He's like, oh, he's not there. Oh, he's not opening that lockbox right behind me. Although there's always the chance that they will detect you in that split second that it's opening when you're out of the lockpicking minigame. I've located the Zoxys. Send the squad in whenever you are ready. I also only need to read the Little Bird ones, but I'm just curious about the others as well. Nerdius is starting to suspect me. I believe my disguise is losing its charm. Send your best battle mages by the weekend. Pray for my weak soul, Vaden. I'm going to kill Nertius. Oh. I wish it was dated, but then that also wouldn't make sense because the date on this might not correspond to the date that we actually have in game. I want to read the others. Oh, there we go. I'm in. From R. So there's another spy? That or they renamed Little Bird from Rodent. Oh god, turns out these hunters are nothing but bear humpers. I'm coming home. Okay, so different spy. Infiltrating a different group. I've abducted some clowns. They're tied up at the barn west of Solitude. Oh, what? I'm taking that in case that leads to something. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I only have one bad news this time. The bad news is that these monks are preparing a large-scale attack on our silver mine and the other properties near Markarth. Wraith. I probably didn't need to take those, and I'm going to say I didn't need to take those since no quest popped up from them, but still. Just in case it does lead to anything later on, potentially. Well, we're going to thwart an assassination attempt on Nerdius. Feels good. I'm glad that he's not going to die. Also, I recognize the irony that in the past I've been so critical of like, oh, you can't open another Oblivion portal. And then we had the pack that came out with Skyrim Anniversary Edition, The Cause, which has you responsible for opening a portal to Oblivion as well. I did like their take on it in The Cause, though, because they made it out that you being Dragonborn, you were the catalyst for opening it because of your tie to Akatosh. Therefore, it had to be someone with dragon's blood, with the dragon soul, with that connection to Akatosh in order to open it at all. And that take on it, that version of it, that makes sense to me. I know I'm just very, very, very picky, though, so sometimes I just need to shut the hell up. So I'm going to put both of these in. Right? Submit the Morse coded documents. Okay. Because we still don't have a name for Little Bird either. If anything, we've still not found out their identity. I'm not sure if stopping this assassination would help with that, but I guess we'll see. Now, the other thing is there are a couple quests that I believe I can trigger at any time. Because they have mentioned the puzzle door that is somewhere here in the hideout that they were trying to open. I don't know where that is. I don't actually know the code to open it yet either, but I would like to figure that out at some point. Maybe I do need to talk to someone for that. It's hard to say, but I've been so absolutely lost in here anyway that it's really hard to say what I have and haven't found and haven't seen yet. What is this? Wait, what is this? Is this just supposed to be artifacts that I can't use? But I guess so. But I just saw the orb and I was like, wait, can I use that? Is that important? Oh. Hey, buddy. Hey, roommate. Is there an archaeologist in the family?
Yes, we have Cosius Entius from the Imperial City, who is an expert in archaeology, ancient history, and anthropology. Why do you ask?
I thought someone should extract the knowledge about this place.
Uncle Fadave has already completed and summed it up in his biograph. Look for the book by the title Interesting Myth. I've read it a few times. Sadly, the book isn't as interesting as it sounds.
Damn.
Anyhow, you should head to the library if that is what you're looking for.
Oh, of course it is.
Also, Cosius is at the library. Unfortunately, you can't meet him. He usually locks himself up in the spellcasting chamber.
Alright.
See you soon.
Oh yeah, I'll see you real soon. She really just is like, he's so friendly, he's so nice, he always has so many questions about what we do and what we're up to and all our secrets. It's because he just wants to be a member of the family and I'm just sitting here murdering everyone and hoping I can pin it on her at some point.
Yes?
Can you tell me about the library?
Be specific. About what part of the library? History? Interior? People who work here? What?
All the above.
When the Master restarted the Mythic Dawn, he realized that physical training is not enough to educate the disciples of Lord Dagon. So he collected useful books all over Skyrim and placed them here. Not just books, but enchanting and potion making can be trained here as well.
I need to use the spell casting chamber.
No can do. The chamber is occupied by Cassius Entius. In case you didn't know, nobody can disturb him while he's in there.
Why not?
2 reasons. First, he practices wacky spells that were extracted from the ancient script. We don't want to see anyone getting electrocuted, now do we? Second, the Master said we shouldn't. He's clearly told me not to let anyone enter the chambers when Cassius is in there. Also, he locks up the vent door as well. I don't know if that was necessary since Fadave and I are the only ones with the key.
Oh, the vent door? I didn't even know there was an air vent.
There's one here, right above the chamber. Without it, all the stink left from a certain spell could rot the entire library.
Wacky spells? What is Cosius up to, that wacky mage?
Only thing I've heard lately is that he's been summoning some sort of magical anomalies. They're quite wild. Or so I'm told. Cassius even forbade me to clean the air vent until his current work is completed. Apparently he's worried that any slight damage to the anomalies can make them go hostile on anything else on site.
Alright.
Please don't mix up the books.
No, of course not. No, that's crazy talk. I've never messed up a book before in my life. Oh wow, you actually detect me for once. Look at that. That never happens. Not for long, though. Oh, but I'm just slightly out of range to use the chest. There we go. It's a good thing you don't lockpick in real time and the game pauses for it, because otherwise I would absolutely get detected. I could also do what I'm supposed to and wait until everyone goes to bed, but that sounds very boring when you can just stand right in front of them and just take advantage of the sneak mechanics in the game. Don't mind me. Where is
Yes?
the air vent? He said it's right above here. I think it's... No, that's not pointing. That's pointing just to him. Just to Cosius, I think. Oh, that was the air vent door? Oh, alright. I didn't realize that was it. Let me just very quietly drop on down. Wait a second. So what is this saying? Kill Cassius with his own magical anomalies. Yeah. I don't even see him in here. Is he even in here? I don't know. That's pointing me back out there, and I don't see him at all.
Is someone there?
No.
I knew it.
Now you can see that they're attacking him. Or it sure looks like it. Not much is happening right now.
You've already lost.
Nope, nope, oh, oh, oh. He's taking damage. Only one of them really cares. Nope, now the rest care.
We are.
Almost, almost. Boom. Beautiful. Now, if only I could climb back up through the air vent and not walk through the main door like an idiot. Because I feel like that would just not be good. I feel like that's just a bad idea, frankly. Nothing to see here. Nobody was down there at all. No. No, 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 no.